Now it's grammar time. In this grammar tutorial, you will learn about loan words, present and past participles, and gerunds. So, let's start with loan words. Before knowing the meaning of loan word, we must first know the meaning of the word loan. What does loan mean? It means to borrow. So, a word adopted from a foreign language with little or no modification is called a loan word. Now, how does this loan word comes into existence? As cultures come into contact with each other, English absorbs words from other cultures. Students, it's not only English that absorb words from other cultures, many other foreign languages exchange their words as well. Now it's time for the book exercise. This is the vocabulary page from the chapter An Unlikely Punishment. Let's read it. Read these words: karaoke, pizza, croissant, bazaar, bungalow. All these words are used in everyday English but are from other languages. These are known as loan words. Loan words are words that come from another language and are used in their original forms. Okay, now here is an exercise for you where you have to match the loan words with their meanings. For this, if you have your book, you do it there directly. Don't draw lines, just write the numbers beside the answer. Or if you don't have the book, do it in your English classwork notebook. Okay? Here comes the answers. Avatar. It is a Sanskrit word. It means an incarnation or an embodiment of a person or an idea. Next, safari. It is an Arabic word. It means an expedition to observe animals in their natural habitat. Then, plaza, which is a Spanish word. It means a public place, square, or a marketplace. Number 4, entrepreneur. It is a French word. It means someone who earns money by starting or running his or her own business. Number 5, fest, which is a German word. It means a festival or a large meeting for a specific activity or having a particular atmosphere. 6th, sheikh. It is an Arabic word, the title for an Arab prince or leader. 7, chutney, yabbi. It is a Hindi word and the meaning is a type of sauce made from fruits, vegetables, sugar, salt, and spices. The last one, kindergarten, which is a German word. It means a school or class for children between the ages of 2 and 5. Once more, go through it quickly. And Done? Now, next. Take this sentence into consideration. I like that shining star. I like that shining star. Okay, with this sentence, we will start learning about participle. What is a participle? Make a note of this. A word formed from a verb. Again, a word formed from a verb is called a participle. Example, going, gone, being, been. First two words, going, are formed of which verb? Go, right? And being and been are formed from the verb be, be. Alright? So, it is a word formed from a verb and used as an adjective. Okay, what is an adjective? It is a word that describes, right? So, working woman. What kind of woman? Working woman. Alright, in working woman, which is the verb? Work. Work has been transformed into working. And then woman. Burning toast. Okay? Or sorry, burnt toast. So, what kind of toast? Burnt toast. And which is the verb? Burn is the verb. Or a noun. So it is used as an adjective or a noun. Like good breeding. Okay? So see all the latter part. Woman is a noun. Toast is a noun. Breeding is also a noun. Or good. Understood? Now, again that sentence. I like that shining star. Which is the verb here? Shine is the verb. Yes, that word cannot be seen. But the participle form of shine is shining. And which is the noun? Star. So, the word that is describing the noun. Describing noun is describing word is adjective. Is shining. So, this is a participle. Clear? I hope so. What are present, past, and sometimes perfect participles? Though we only need to consider the present participle and the past participle in this chapter, but there is no harm in learning a little more. So, here we go. Present participle. Very easy. Add ing to a verb. Example, eat, eating. Sleep, sleeping. Go, going. Bathe, bathing. Okay, just add ing to anything and it will be a present participle. Not to anything, to any verb. Okay. Next, the past participle. Adding ed to regular verbs. Example, cook, cooked. Book, booked. Follow, followed. Okay, so we are adding just ed to regular verbs. Irregular verbs may have endings like en, t, d and n. Example, swollen. Okay, so here the word swollen is the example of irregular verb ending with en. Next, learn, learnt, learnt. Learn, learn plus d, learned. So it is a irregular verb and a past participle. Okay? Can also function as adjective that modify nouns. Example, cut flowers. Okay? So it can also function as an adjective. That is in the case of past participle. Now, what are perfect participles? Combining the word having with the past participle of a word. Again, combining the word having, okay, with the past participle of a word. Having slept, okay, having cooked. Alright, so you just have to add the word having. Students, these are kind of formulas. You must always make a clear table or a note of it. Grammar is mostly mathematical formulas, but instead of numbers, it has alphabets. Alright? So put these formulas in proper place and you will be a genius in grammar. Now let's talk about present participle. What are its qualities? It forms continuous tenses. As I told you, the rule you must add ing to a verb, right? The students are discussing their projects. So here which is the verb? Discuss is the verb. And we are just adding ing to make it present participle. And to describe a noun. The mother consoled her weeping child. Okay, which is the noun here? The noun is the child. And what he is doing? The child is weeping, which is the verb weep. And we are adding ing to it. Okay, so see, all the purposes are fulfilled here. We are adding ing, tick, and weep is a verb, of course, tick. Weeping is in the continuous form, tick, and it is describing a noun, tick. So, it is a present participle. Now, past participle. Past participle form past tenses. The man has baked buns for his sons. Okay, so it is forming a past tense. Form passive voice. The man was bitten by a snake. It is the passive voice of the verb bit or bite. To describe a noun, the broken window panes need to be replaced. So, which kind of window panes needs to be replaced? The broken window panes. Window panes is the noun and broken is the word describing that noun. Good? Very easy. I hope you have noted this down. Next. Here comes the exercise of your book. Do it in your book or write it in a notebook, classwork notebook. Okay? Fill in the blanks with the present or past participle of the words in the bracket. The Roshans are camping in the hills this weekend. So it is a present participle, right? I still remember the delicious Christmas cake that mother had taken to the picnic last year. It is the perfect form of the verb take, taken, right? So it is a past participle. The boys had forgotten to set their alarm. Again, forgotten is a perfect form of the verb forget. So it is a past participle. The nurse dabbed antiseptic on my bleeding toe. Bleed plus ing, bleeding, it is in continuous form, so present participle. Look at the given example. Again, perfect form of the verb give plus n. So, this is an irregular verb, right? And it is a past participle given. The plumber tied a knot around the dripping tap. Drip plus ping, right? So it is a present participle. I had loaded the van with the supplies. It's clearly a past tense, so it's a past participle. Mary is reciting a poem for her parents. Is there, so of course it needs to be present, and reciting is in the continuous form, so it is a present participle. Done? Once more, fill in the blanks. Exercise A of your book, page number 44. Russians are camping. Mother had taken. The boys had forgotten. On my bleeding toe. Look at the given example. Around the dripping tap. I had loaded the van. Mary is reciting a poem. I hope you have noted down the answers and have also understood the concept behind these answers, right? There will be more worksheets for you. Now next, join these words using participle. First one has been done for you. Rohan was very happy. He had received an A+ for his essay. Having received an A+ for his essay, Rohan was very happy. That was a joint sentence using participle. Next, the question is, the shirts were stale. The customer decided to return them to the shopkeeper. Discovering the shirts were stale, the customer decided to return them to the shopkeeper. Again, discovering the shirts were stale, the customer decided to return them to the shopkeeper. Zelia knit a muffler for her sister. Her mother had taught her how to knit. Having been taught to knit by her mother, Zelia knit a muffler for her sister. Having been taught to knit by her mother, Zelia knit a muffler for her sister. Number 4. The detective disguised herself as a cleaner. She used the service lift instead of the regular one. Disguising herself as a cleaner, the detective used the service lift instead of the regular one. Once more, disguising herself as a cleaner, the detective used the service lift instead of the regular one. Fifth, the teacher sat in the library. She was examining the papers. Examining the papers, the teacher sat in the library. Examining the papers, the teacher sat in the library. Next, Rina entered the room. She was singing a song. Singing a song, Rina entered the room. Again, singing a song, Rina entered the room. There is a slight mistake in the punctuation. Please write it properly. The word entered will start with small letter. E will be in small letter. Okay? Next. I did not know what to do. I called my mother. Not knowing what to do, I called my mother. Not knowing what to do, I called my mother. Next, the last one. The old man was very content. His friends visited him often. Having friends visit him often, the old man was very content. Having friends visit him often, the old man was very content. So students, I hope now two concepts are clear to you, loan words and present and past participles. And I also hope that you have noted down the theories or formulas behind this grammar, right? Next, examples. I run every day. I like running. Okay? Take these two sentences also into consideration. I run every day and I like running. In the first sentence, run is used as a verb. I am doing the action. I run every day. What do you do? That is the action that I am doing. I run every day. In the second sentence, running is used as a gerund or noun and like is the verb. Okay, I like running. So, which is the action that I am doing? I am liking. I like to run. Here, run becomes the thing or the noun. And when you are adding ing to it, it is becoming the gerund. Okay? So, the same word but in different forms are becoming different parts of speech. Next example, Sarah sings. Singing makes Sarah happy. Again, in the first sentence, sings is used as a verb. What is the action? Sings. Sarah is doing the action to sing. In the second sentence, singing is used as a gerund and makes is the verb. Okay? So, sing is the noun, ing is making it the gerund, and the verb is makes. Makes. Okay? So, you understood the concept here? So, gerunds. Gerunds. A gerund is a noun formed from a verb. Understood? A gerund is a noun formed from a verb. Like the word running is formed from the verb run. Singing is formed from the verb sing. A gerund will always contain the ending ing. Okay? Just as running and singing. So these are the two qualities of gerunds and how we are going to use the gerunds and identify them. Make a note of these 2 points. Now your book exercise. Underline the gerunds in these sentences. The song I really like is playing on the radio right now. Playing. Underline the word playing. What is the verb? The verb is play. Okay? And we are transforming it into gerund by adding ing. Watching movies is my favorite pastime. Here in the sentence, Watching movies is my favorite pastime. Watching is the gerund. Underline it. My father goes jogging every morning at 5 a.m. Underline jogging. My brother is fond of buying vintage posters on coffee. Underline buying. My mother is learning driving from my mother. Or my sister is learning driving from my mother. Here, learning is also there and driving is also there. So, which one will you underline as a gerund? She is learning. So what she is doing? Learning. That means it is an action. So, we will not consider learning, though it has ing. But learning what? Okay? Learning driving. So, driving is the noun. Okay? And ing. So, it is making it gerund. So, students, from this example, it is evident that you will not mark each and every word that will finish with ing as gerund. Verify the facts whether it is working as a verb or as a noun in the sentence. Okay? The words that only works as a noun in the sentence and then modified with ing will be considered as gerund. Otherwise, your answers will be wrong. Next, Hira is fond of writing travel articles. So, underline writing. Done. Next, read the underlined gerunds in the sentences. Write if they function as subject, complement, object of verbs, complement of verb, or the objects of the prepositions. First, reading. Reading is subject of verb. Right beside is subject of verb. Next, what they teach best is kickboxing. It is a complement of the verb. Complement of the verb. I enjoy taking long walks on winter afternoon. Taking is the object of verb. Taking is the object of verb. The students are intent on completing their work by 4 p.m. Completing will be object of preposition. Completing object of preposition. What my bunny enjoys is tickling its feet. Tickling will be complement of verb. Complement of verb. Last one, interrupting a conversation is a very bad habit. Interrupting will be subject of verb. Subject of verb. Again, have a quick look on the sentences. Those who don't have the books, quickly write down the sentences. Number 1, reading is a very useful habit. Underline reading. What they teach best is kickboxing. Underline kickboxing. I enjoy taking long walks on winter afternoons. Underline taking. The students are intent on completing their work by 4 p.m. Underline completing. What my bunny enjoys is tickling its feet. Underline tickling. And number 6, interrupting a conversation is a very bad habit. Underline interrupting. The answers: first one, subject of the verb. Second is complement of the verb. Third, object of the verb. Fourth, object of the preposition. Fifth, complement of the verb. And sixth, subject of the verb. Students, all these concepts will be explained to you again in your English grammar revision videos. Meanwhile, whatever is given as a task from the book, complete it in your book or your English classwork notebook. Okay? And more assignments will be attached in the material of your app. Alright? So, have fun, solve grammar, and live your life to the fullest. Bye bye. Take care.